Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome in for your weekly reading for December 13th through 20th. Let's take a look at the potentials, energy, possibilities for the week ahead. I'm Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium. I help people get clear connection and messages from loved ones on the other side or guidance from their own soul about what's going on in their current lives. Let's start with this first card, Three of Swords. Now, nobody loves this card. This card can indicate a heartbreak, but it doesn't always mean an active heartbreak, right? So sometimes it can mean revisiting an emotional heartbreak of the past, right? Maybe with everything going on for different holidays and end of year, maybe people are showing up in your life or at parties or in holiday cards and triggering some old emotions for you. Don't be alarmed at the triggering. It really is just giving you an opportunity to heal or understand to a deeper level whatever this was for you. The other thing that this can be in this week's spread is things just not working out how you had mentally planned, envisioned. We get to continue to learn that we can't control all the elements of things and we can't always control the way things turn out. Sometimes things just happen or things just go awry. So don't be alarmed if something is not working out in the way that you thought it would or the way that you had planned or anticipated. Be available to just take things as it comes, right? Rework plans as you go. Maybe you'll need to change some of your plans over this last few weeks of the year here to accommodate some of these changes and pivots and shifts. Maybe someone that you had invited is not going to make it to something, for example, and it might have the potential to hurt your feelings. But if you are aware of it, you can kind of prepare yourself for really just sitting with your emotions, not taking things personal. If you feel triggered, hurt from the past, just looking at that situation, looking at who you are now, who you were then, and taking the learning that you can from it. This next card goes right along with that. This is Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is known for having the most evolved emotions. So while all of the queens are emotionally evolved and grown, this queen in particular has the ability to hold emotions that are both challenging and feel positive, and be able to process, not get totally thrown off kilter, greet situations, people, emotions with compassion, right? So not getting triggered in our own emotions, but being able to sit in the understanding of who we are, of what we want, of the boundaries we've created, not being reactive to things that cross our path, but instead being able to kind of rest into whatever energy or emotion is showing up and looking at situations, from our heart, but also from an evolved place, from all the personal development and growth and work that we've done on ourselves to be this evolved, perspectived person as we go through this week and maybe even through the end of the year. This next card is great news. This is Ace of Pentacles, reminding us that there are still new opportunities coming our way around abundance. This could be actual financial abundance. This could show up as gifts. This could show up as opportunities to connect, to collaborate, for you to perhaps take on a project or help someone with a project. But this can also indicate opportunities for abundance. And it doesn't just mean monetarily. This can be an abundance of time. So perhaps there will be opportunities from people coming in to offer you some help to free up some of your time. It's how do you want to recognize and receive, apply these opportunities as they come in. But it's up to you to, for example, ask for the help or allow people to help you or allow people to know that you're willing to collaborate. Maybe it's you, showing your readiness and willingness and accepting some of these opportunities as they show up, even by letting people know you're interested in brainstorming or collaborating or working with new people in a different way. You've got a free will contribution as part of this. Just want to remind you. This next card really is right in alignment with what we've been seeing. This is a major arcana card. So whatever happens over these next couple weeks, it's reminding you that you really do have a North Star, a highest self, guiding you, supporting you, encouraging you, nudging you, even when you feel a little bit like you're floating through the fog and don't quite see maybe a clear path forward or your next action steps. Just remembering that you are being intuitively guided by your own soul and trying as much as possible to either stay in that ebb and flow or stay in balance. She's got one foot pouring in the water and pouring into the water, one foot on land and pouring into the land, reminding us to be balanced as far as what we see versus what we feel, what we know versus what we're actively experiencing, balancing our energy, balancing our emotions, balancing our time. And you guys know I don't necessarily believe in balance, but there is an ebb and a flow. So if you know that you're going to be super bogged down with work as we approach the end of the year, make sure you're carving out little bits of time, even if it's to go for a walk or to have a tea at lunch on your own, and just touching in with that intuitive self, that connection to that guiding force, that spark of life within you. And finding even signs in the world that you can allow to continue to breadcrumb you forward. The entire path forward of all of our action steps and everything that's to happen is not going to be clearly illuminated because it's not pre-decided for us. Rather, we're making decisions day by day, sometimes hour by hour, that is opening and closing doors of opportunity for us. So really not getting lost in the idea that we don't know what's coming next, but understanding that you do have not only your own soul's guidance, but your guides, your team of angels and inspirers. So you're never truly alone. And this last card is inviting us to some contemplation and consideration in this final beat of the year. So 9 of Cups. If you notice this person, these 9 cups are upright, indicating there's lots of things that are going well. Maybe not everything is perfect, but lots of things are going well. Now, in the minor arcana, we're always working our way to 10, with ace being the start, and then we work through to the number 10, and then the suit cards. But 9 is not quite 10, right? So she's not quite to completion with this emotional healing, with the relationships she's cultivating and creating, with the way her life feels, the way her interactions feel, how her emotions are feeling fulfilled. And it doesn't just mean getting it all from one relationship. I know a lot of people focus on only like a romantic partner or a life partner, but we can get emotional fulfillment, compassion, support, and exchange support in lots of relationships in our lives. So we're just being asked to evaluate, kind of take stock of the emotions we feel, the emotions we want to feel, and what we're doing to move ourselves towards that. The relationships we want to experience, same thing, moving ourselves towards or away, because it's a sense that lots of things are going right, but we're still wanting that 10th cup. We're still wanting a little bit more. She's not entirely satisfied with the way things are. But remember, when we're trying to manifest or create or get clarity, it can be really helpful to have gratitude and appreciation for the things that are going right, all these cups that are upright, all the wonderful relationships we have in our life, the personal growth we've done, the fun we have, all of the little things, while also becoming aware of, what, I'd also like to cultivate this. I'm so grateful for all of this, but I'd also like to cultivate this, and becoming more clear on what this is for you. What's that 10th cup for you? What is it that as you close out 2024 and move towards 2025, in your emotional life, in your heart, what are you wanting to create and cultivate more of in your experience? So big things to think about, and just remembering not to get swayed by the energy, the emotions, whatever hoopla is coming your way this week, and getting more clarity on what you truly want to create, and spending some time kind of in the light of that North Star of your soul, if you will. Big hugs, lots of love. So excited to continue to move towards 2025 with you. Let me know how this resonates with you. Talk to you soon.